Last week I came across a ton of these old Kenner Star Wars action figures for super cheap, and as a huge Star Wars fan, I just knew I had to pick these up. In total, I think I paid around $120 for 36 figures, which I know seems like a lot, but some of them individually can go for around $15 to $20 each, and even nearly $30 for some of the rarer ones. And even a lot of the less significant ones can still catch a few dollars on eBay. Most of these figures were made between the years of 1977 and 1984 from what I can tell, so you can imagine they definitely feel a little dirty and some of them kind of smell weird. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the first part of the restoration process by getting them all squeaky clean. And I know this video is a little bit out of the ordinary for my channel, but it's definitely something that I like doing, so I thought it'd be cool to show you guys. So let me know if it's something that you'd like to see more of. As you can see, I started by taking everything out of the Ziploc bags they came in, and as I'm taking them out of the bag and showing each figure, I'm going to put a checklist card for each figure on screen just to help visualize which ones we have here. There are a couple duplicates, and also some figures have multiple variations of themselves, and on the checklist website these are counted as two separate figures, so we're going to count them the same way. As I'm showing the figures, you'll notice that a lot of them have chipped or rubbed off paint. I plan on addressing this in future videos later on in the series by matching and restoring the paint, as well as making accessories and capes for some of the figures that are supposed to have them but don't here. This is a pretty controversial topic in the collector community, as many see wear and tear as history and think that it should stay as it is, and I totally respect that, and in some instances I definitely agree. However, in this case, I'm never planning on selling these figures, and I'm just keeping them for my own personal collection, and I'd like them to look as good as possible on display. Now that we figured out which figures we have out of the set, I'm going to move on to cleaning them. I filled a container with water, added a tiny bit of Dawn dish soap, and went to town. I used an old toothbrush to clean off any dirt or dust that might be on the figures, and after I went over each figure, I submerged them into the water and swished them around a bit to rinse them off. After a few figures, I decided to stop drying them off since I was planning on going back over them again with a toothbrush, so it just seemed like a waste of time. And just a little tip if you're ever planning on doing anything like this, be careful choosing what you use to clean old things like these. It's not unheard of for cleaning supplies to react badly with the paint or plastics on figures like these, so definitely just stick with basic soap and good old-fashioned water. Next up, what we'll do here is I'm just going to be going back over these with the same soapy water, but this time I'm going to be dipping the toothbrush into some baking soda, and this will help neutralize the weird odors that are coming from these. Some of them smell like cigarette smoke, and others, honestly, I don't even want to know. And with all things like these, I mean, some of them have been played with, some of them have been through multiple owners, and some of them have been sitting on like a cigarette smoker's shelf for years. And like I said in my previous video about the audio mixer that I restored, these things have been chilling around for like 40 years, so they're gonna smell weird to some degree or another. Here's how dirty the water was after all that. Honestly, I was expecting worse, but they still needed to be washed. I dumped out the dirty water and replaced it with clean water with no soap in it. Now I'm just rinsing off the figures to get rid of any leftover soap or baking soda that might still be on them, and then I'm just setting them off to the side to dry. And there we have it. All the figures have been cleaned and they're ready for the next stages of rejuvenation, which will be in my next videos in the series. So stay tuned and make sure to click the bell icon and subscribe below so you don't miss part 2. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Until next time.